again. LinkedIn is up. I see it tying. Looks like YouTube is up. Man, that was fast. I'm talking about speed here. What is going on? I guess there's nothing for me to wait for. There it is. Pick a video. Where it is. Is this me? That's me. What's up, guys? Justin R. Harris here. Glad we're timed in. You know, it's not easy getting a production to be exactly tied on the way it needs to be. You hear my alarms right now going crazy because it just means I indicated that I'm live. Always live. Live every single day. I'm live. I'm live as a person. I'm just live, right? Yeah. All right, calm down. That's the caffeine kicking in. All right, so you know what this is. Daily business scenarios solved every single day. This is, if you're following along, you're going backwards, you're going forwards, you're seeing that these are nonstop. There will be, and there are 366 of these. Just jewels. You can skip through all of them, pick a topic, listen to it, follow along, get the book. It's in the description below if you're on YouTube. Click the link, go get it, like and subscribe at the same time, and get right back to it again. Follow another video, rewind it, go back. Check out the production because my production is amazing because I can just go from here to bam, switching over here and everything's worked and then talk to you right here and you guys get the whole background and then turn around and switch it back over here because I control my production and I make sure my production is amazing with high quality HD footage, etc., etc., etc. And that's exactly not what you're here for. You want to know what it is that we're talking about on today's topic, right? Your business strength is your business's weakness. So with Judo, right, and this is what Peter Drucker talks about. He gets into Judo and he talks about the Japanese's concept, Japan's concept with Judo, their martial art, right? One of their styles of martial arts. And he talks about how a Judo master will study your strengths, right? And learn to make your strengths your actual weakness because he's going to exploit your strengths, right? And that's how he beats you. And he uses that as an analogy moving forward for business. And I like how he used that because he's right? Because what happens is what do you think happens when you have your strength? Complacency, right? So it's the complacency that screws you up because you're so overly confident in what it is that you have. And this is where I jump in because he goes, for example, the Japanese became the leaders in one American market after the other. First in copiers, right? Because we were talking about the different copier machines. Then in machine tools, okay? Then in consumer electronics, right? Then in automobiles, he's killing it right now. And then in fax machines, okay? So what he says is, all right, we're gonna switch screens here because I want to go bigger. All right, so what he explained was, all right, the strategy was always the same. They turned what Americans considered their strength into a weakness that defeated the American companies, right? The Americans saw high profitability in their greatest strength, okay? And thus they forced on the high end of the market, left the mass market undersupplied and underserviced, right? All right, so then the Japanese moved in with low-cost products, right, with minimum features, kept it clean, kept it simple, right, but the same product. The Americans didn't even try to fight them because guess what? The price was better, right, and came in with quality, serviceability, things that were more durable, right? And then but when the Japanese had taken over the mass market, they had the cash flow to move on into the high-end market as well. So what happened was it catapulted them to be able to play in the higher-end items like luxury vehicles and things like that, right? And they soon became to dominate both the mass market and the high-end market. So what is the action point at this point? All right, so let's think about this. Be agile. So what he's doing is he's going to give you an action point. I know where he's going with this because I'm going to read it to you. He's going to give you an action point that both is an analogy of judo, but the concept of business. And he says, be agile, recognize the strengths of your competitors, and look for opportunities in parts of the market that they have ignored and beat them to it. There it is. Because if you become overconfident with your product and you're just like, we're doing it. All it takes, remember I told you, great artists copy, the best artists steal, right? So you're gonna look at them, and they're gonna be like, oh, look at you, all fancy, right? And I can out-innovate you on your product, turn around and put it out there for a fraction of the cost and do better. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna add another twist to it that the market has just never seen, and I'm gonna shut you down. What does that sound familiar? What happened to Blockbuster?